Rich guys are not approaching women. Men, not approaching women. Men are walking away.
Single and I love living alone. It's great, it's fantastic, but
Don't look like
it's
it.
expensive. I just spent $600 on brakes on my car, just on the front part of the car, because I couldn't afford all four
Wow.
brakes and axles and rotors and whatever the and then now car payment, which is $500, so I just blew $1,100 in like
Just
3
like that.
hours, and it wasn't even like fun, you know? Sorry, it's just so overwhelming. Like, you work and 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 you work, and it's just to pay off like your basic necessities.
Well, you know you can just call a man for anything that you need. You don't need
And you
men.
can't, like, in this city that I live in, public transport, please. If I were to do public transport, it's like asking to get rate, and I really shouldn't be crying because now I have to go to another work event, and now I'm gonna be all puffy.
Get that bag, man.
I'm just... Living is so expensive. Just keeping yourself alive and floating is so expensive. And what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted is if I were to take public transport here, especially for my job requires a car. I have to have a bunch of shit I have to lug with me
Got it.
for work. And I can't do that with public transport. I'm venting. Inflation sucks. Just
Sure does.
living in America sucks. Living alone sucks.
Ladies, welcome to reality, as us men have been putting up with these things our entire adult life. Yes, it is very expensive to live with just one income. And no, just because you tell someone that you are interested in them, doesn't mean that will be reciprocated. And it's pretty simple, guys. Rich men can spot a depreciating asset a mile away. Modern women are losing their value by advocating for feminism and woke culture. Women, listen up. Life is hard, and men have been carrying you for centuries. Now that you have to stand on your own, you finally know what you gave up by demanding equality in every area of life. So enjoy your newfound independence from us.
You are going to go if you're trying to find a wealthy man is a
Where's
high-end bar or a really nice speakeasy. Here down in South Florida, there are speakeasies everywhere. A lot of them are very exclusive. You either have to know someone to get in or you have to have a code to get in. These men just hang out there drinking their whiskey out of the glass, waiting to talk to a pretty girl. Next place you are going to look is a high-end gym. That's where all the daddies go. So if you have an Equinox, next place is going to be a golf course. I feel like this is just a universally known fact, but all of the wealthy men are into golf. So whether you know nothing about golf and you go and make a fool of yourself with your girlfriends and pretend to know how to golf just to run into men and be like, oh my god, can you teach me? Which brings me to my next point, country clubs.
Get off the course
If
if you
there's
don't
a
know
way
how to
you can
golf.
finesse yourself into getting into a country club,
Don't come out here if you don't know how to golf. Be putting together business deals.
do it. Go to the pool, go to the restaurant, walk the neighborhoods. This is definitely where you're gonna meet a wealthy man.
Police.
The last one on this list for now
She
is
don't
a
live
luxury hotel or resort. If you can get yourself into a resort's pool, you are set. The only downside that I will say to trying to find a wealthy man at a luxury resort or hotel is they're probably just visiting. But depending on what you're looking for, that might be ideal.
Any woman that walks up to a random dude is more than likely going to get the side eye, because that's hash one so strange and unusual that the dude is likely going to think she's crazy. Hash 2 men generally don't want random women trying to pick them up in public because it's a little emancipating. Men usually just want women to be nice, friendly, and pleasant, and the man will usually do the rest. The problem is that since charm schools have been eliminated, and older women today don't teach younger women how to be charming, so they have no idea how to talk to men, it's a little problematic for them. Women tried to use our integrity in upholding our obligations as a man against us as a weapon. We always had the same role, but men used to get respect and honor for doing so. Even stepdads used to be respected. The women quickly noticed and started subtracting their duties, as women calling it oppressive, and everything we did for them became an entitlement, and not worthy of their appreciation, but a standard by which they could make demands. This is a slick effort to turn men into subservient utilities instead of respected leaders.
With the first pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, Chicago Bears select
I'm rich, not
We're
you.
rich. We're rich. We're rich. We're rich. We're rich. We're rich. Babe, so I was thinking, we've been dating for a while. I think it's time for us to get married. Hey, you know how my
You think
birthday's
so?
coming up?
No, your birthday's in 6 months.
Got it.
Well, this could be an early birthday present. You could get it to me. It just dropped. It's only $11K.
Babe,
But
what?
you're in the NFL now. And I also really like this bag. It's beautiful. I've always wanted it.
What? No.
Yeah, girl, I'm literally rich now. We just won the draft. Hey, I've been thinking. We've been
We-
together for a while now. I think it's time to start settling down and starting a family.
No.
Actually, babe, I think we need to have a talk. I think it's time that we break up.
What? Why?
Need to explore my
Okay, so
options.
my second job is a tanning salon, and you never see hot guys walk in here. Can you attest to that? You don't. Never see hot guys walk in here. The hottest guy walked in here while I'm here doing my spray tans, and I decided I'm going to shoot my shot. So I gave him, I'm leaving my phone number for him, for Lexi to give him, and we'll see how this goes.
He walks out and he's like, have a good one. And I'm like,
Hey.
oh, wait, actually, she's doing a spray
Hey.
tan. She wanted me to give you this. So I give it to him and he's like, what? Okay, thanks. Bye.
Okay, so now we wait.
Now we wait.
Now we wait to
Now
see
we
if he
wait.
texts me. I'll give you guys an update. It is 6:19, so if he doesn't text me by the end, if he doesn't text me by the end of the night, we're done for.
Okay. That man don't even know you exist. Did you even give him a picture? All these stipulations and ultimatums. That man don't. Anyway, it's what you do. Out here messing around, playing games. Thank you for shooting your shot. But if that man don't call you back and you be like, ah, man, that's it. We're not going to go any further. What's it going to be to him? He don't know you anyway. You just ruined yourself. Hey, this was me from the salon or the little tanning bed or whatever it is. Want to get to know you sometime. But what you did is you left before he could see you. You took the easy way out. Now stand on business. Get in front of his face. Hey, how's it going, sir? I want to talk to you. That's the way y'all be telling men to just come in through the crowd. Just part the Red Sea for me. Don't act like that. Just be a man. Don't be a coward. Don't be jellyback and yellow belly. Why don't you do the same thing? Why don't you go ahead and come up to him? But you don't want to do that because you don't want to be rejected to your face. I get it. Stay safe out there. But that's just my opinion. Until the next video, I'm out.
Here's something interesting I read online. Through a friend of mine, I know a family who are literally millionaires. They run a large business and have 2 teenage sons and a daughter, between 15 and 18. They're great people, but I have learned a lot of interesting things about their gold digger radar, especially when it comes to their kids and dating. These 304s that think they deserve a millionaire will never get within a mile of these families. The oldest son drives 2 cars, an older classic 911 Porsche and a tatty little hatchback. Guess which car he takes when he goes on dates with girls? The old beater. A girl doesn't even get to find out what the family owns or is like or what he actually owns. These deluded women will never land a millionaire. They say that wealthy men are intelligent men. While I don't believe in this, because I've seen too many dumb guys become millionaires just because their dads gave them real estate money, it can be generally true for the guys who are self-made millionaires or billionaires. With great wealth comes greater responsibility. A rich guy can be a dumb guy, but only for the short term. But a rich guy can be an intelligent guy if he sustains his wealth and keeps on adding millions to his net worth. These are the guys who understand women and know which ones are after his money. And even if he wanted to shower his money on her, he still needs to make sure that at least the woman is loyal to him and his family and will never cross the boundaries with him. And finding a decent loyal woman, especially one who is somehow looking for rich men, is almost impossible to find. You see, wealthy men know they're wealthy, but then they also know that most women would throw themselves at him because they know his material worth. How does a billionaire then decide which woman would actually be loyal to him if he ever went broke? How does he know she plans to divorce him and take his wealth away from him? This is why rich men have given up on women, because there are no women who are worthy of marriage. If you do find someone, how long will it be before she drags you through the family court system just to ruin your life? As we all know, even if a woman says she won't divorce you and take all your stuff, the courts are not on your side, prenups are toilet paper, and a woman's word is worthless. Most women will never tell you anything they want in explicit terms. They want you to figure out and guess what they need, and read their minds. They want you to play their mind games where they always have to win. Consider if you are a millionaire. You have the choice to date all over the world. You are less constrained by location. It only really matters how culturally skilled you are in other countries. The female population versus the female population of the world, or even the English-speaking world. Remember that there are more English-speaking people in India than there are in the USA. So as long as you are discerning and perceptive, if you have the cash, you can probably find a good woman outside the US, even if the odds of it are 1,000,000 to 1. You just can't work someone over financially for this long and expect that nothing bad will happen in the end. Men have had enough of being treated like favor machines and ATMs. You have to go overseas if you want a traditional woman who knows how to genuinely respect men. One of the main problems that women face today is that intelligent and high net worth men completely understand the nature of women and know how hypergamy and monkey branching control their lives. I think it's an unwritten rule that having enough money puts a big red circle on your back. So you have to be even more careful now on spending, especially on women. And that's how most rich and wealthy men feel today. Imagine working hard to make something of yourself, but still thinking that landing the average pro is the greatest achievement of your life. There are those guys too, but they're a minority. You see, when a man is truly rich, he has already faced his fair share of experiences with all sorts of women to recognize what women are like in a relationship, especially when they know the guy is rich. Wealthy men are having a hard time dating in the West and having relationships. Men aren't dating or getting into relationships. From an external point of view, one might think that rich guys will have scores of women lined up for them outside their front door and on social media. The reality is that these men are so high up the SMV chain that a lot of average women can't even access these guys. And the women who have access to these guys are mostly pros or recently divorced, where they've already taken half of the total assets of some miserable rich guy before them. Rich men aren't dumb. They see all of this, and then they know if they were dumb enough to get into a relationship with a Western woman, they'd be doomed. Perhaps the better option for rich men would be to be a passport bro and find love on the other side of the planet. If you want today's relationships to work, you play the part of the accessory in her story, witnessed by her female circle of friends. The rich men in this clip didn't get it. That's what they're doing to the girls, and the girl doesn't want to be an accessory in her own story. That's the key to making it work, to make your girl look like the movie star. But the real question everyone starts to wonder is if it's worth all the effort. The problem that we are continuing to witness is that Western society has become very dysfunctional, and one cause for this problem is the breakdown of the traditional nuclear family structure, in which children are not being raised in stable homes. To all men, be the best versions of yourselves, and look outside of Western society to find wives. In my opinion, social media and cell phones are the biggest issues. Many good things come from it, but people ignore the bad things: desire, lust, and temptation. Unlike previous generations, women today have access and communications with hundreds or thousands of men. Before, it would be 5, 20 men depending on where they lived. The biggest red flag of a decent-looking girl is how strong is their social media presence. 4, 8 hours on their phone is a big red flag. Several selfies per week is a big red flag. Rich men are frustrated at how bad women are in relationships. Women in North America are just pretty bad partner quality. Too spoiled, too many toxic role models, or weak or absent father figures. Wealthy men become wealthy by taking extraordinary risks and by giving it their days and nights. They're not going to settle for mediocre women who have no sense of loyalty anytime soon. Eventually, these wealthy men will travel across the world to find better women than Western women. I'm sure they already are. I find it ludicrous that people seem to equate fame and fortune with an easy life of luxury. It doesn't do that. It simply amplifies anything that's already there. If you're an idiot, your mistakes will be even bigger. Do you think it was bad getting foodie calls before? Imagine being surrounded by gold-digging vultures. Every woman was once a little girl looking up to daddy, and they're trying to replicate that relationship dynamic with their mate. Well, he's trying to lead women like he would a guy. Thanks for watching Man Reacts. Show us your love and support by liking this video, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Support us and help us spread support for men around the world. Do comment and share your thoughts. We're always up for a healthy debate and discussion.